I'll be working on formulation a lot this weekend. Things are going fantastic. If there is bacterial growth, it'll start looking like this. This vlog is going to be a mishmash of events, networking, really just meeting people in the business world and getting used to making connections with strangers. I did this as an actor, of course, but it's different in the business world, you know, and no one's asking me what's the last project. They're asking, what's your business? So it's a little bit different, but I really don't know what this vlog is going to end up being because I haven't started editing it yet. I just hope that you enjoy the adventures of the day-to-day. I got some new boots from Dolce Vita. They are gorgeous. Great morning. I am headed to a women's panel and mixer today. But I'm going because one of the fellow cohorts for Pathfinders is involved. And my goal is to meet and connect with other people, like-minded people, and women in particular, because let me tell you, the signaling that I've gotten so long growing up for women specifically has been, you need to be less of yourself. You need to be less of a woman and more of a man. You need to think like a man in business and do da-da-da-da. And I just don't connect with that. I think we all have like more masculine and feminine parts to us, related to gender or not. And there are some parts that I tap into more when I have to make decisions. More of, I guess, my masculine part, but I don't ever completely let go of my femininity and the feminine part, the softer part, the part that's intuitive. And I want to be around women, lots of different women, so that I can be exposed to lots of different ways of doing business and thinking about business. And also women just navigating in a landscape that really didn't have us in mind. And I think that's so important. So now that I'm getting the opportunity to go to this women's conference panel thing, I'm going to hear thought leaders and people who are successful in their business. And I think that is just so important for my personal growth and exposure as an entrepreneur, but also as a woman, a person. So anyway, that's why I'm going, and I'm excited.
She is one of our panelists. So I will go ahead and turn it over and introduce Abby Eden, who is going to be our moderator from Fox Floors.
I tried to join the Parks and Rec board for Kansas City, and I served for a year in which there were 3 women, and that was the first time that there was more women than there were men. And so that was really cool, but that was the very first time. And it's just crazy to me because I personally think women are way better at everything. So it doesn't make any logical sense why we're still behind on pay, we're still behind on opportunities. We have to have panels such as this. But I hope that in doing this and showing that our girls can do whatever they want, it will help.
Representation is key. I mentor a lot of different colleagues, male, female, and one of the things that always comes up when I talk to a male colleague and I say, hey, what is the last role you want before you retire? Usually it's something with VP in front of the name, or I want to be CEO. Like, they're unbounded by where they want to be. If I talk to females, a lot of times they maybe want to do 1 or 2 steps ahead. And that's okay, but if I probe more and ask why, I hear 2 things. One of it is I don't know if I can do the job, which to be honest I was kind of expecting. But then I've also been hearing lately, I don't know if I can handle the job. And that to me is actually even more scary because it's that confidence. And if I reflect back, some of my hypothesis is it's I don't see someone else doing it. I mean, I can name all of the female leaders because there's like 3 of them. I can't name all the males because there's too many of them to name. And so it's building people up. And I think when I think about equality and equity, that boils down to meeting people where they're at and helping get them where they need to go.
So I called the CEO and I said, we're going to do the contract, but you've got to get some women representation on your team. You're selling to women in this organization. We sell to women. You have, zero perspective, and you need to do a better job, hiring tech women. And I'm hoping that would put some kind of pressure. And the interesting thing is he's like, I have 4 daughters. And he only had daughters, and he said it's been on his mind, but it just kind of changes. Your role in equity is also, to start to put pressure on the people that can make those decisions. I can't hire for him, but I can put pressure on him to hire better.
Phone, call someone and go, buddy, I need a favor. Like, use your resources, call people that can open a door for you, and make sure you're taking that open door and stepping through that door.
So the theory was they didn't have the same networks. And the study said they actually had the same networks. They didn't ask favors the same rate. Like, the men will use their network and say, I need this, and women do not. They just have them, and they, talk to them and feel good that they made them, but they don't ask for what the favors that you need, which I thought was fascinating. It just sparked me when you said that.
I'm about to head home. I was so inspired, especially if you are a woman and you are wanting inspiration, you're wanting advice on how to navigate the space in predominantly male-dominated industries. And these women were, I don't know if they had any fear, but they seemed so fearless, and I got so much out of it. I asked a question about showing up as your authentic self as a female, and how in society we're just kind of told that we need to be more like men in order to make it in business. I disagree. And I just asked them how they navigate that. And it was just so empowering and inspiring to hear women being like, don't worry about that. Like, do you stop? Don't care about how they do it. I do believe we can get lots of nuggets from people before us. They're mainly going to be men anyway, because that's just how our society sort of like values men in the workspace. But there's so much strength in doing things our way. It's inspiring. I can't even recap it all. I'm gonna go home. And I got to talk to Jackie afterward, and she was so happy that I showed up, mainly because like she did all the things too, in terms of like showing up to events and things like that. But also just to see a familiar face. And that's what I care about. I'm like, look, I'm going to support the people in my life that I believe in, and I don't need anything back. Great morning. Today is not the day for dogs, y'all. Okay, I want to say that it's March 28th. I don't know, I stayed up all night. And I'm gonna have a meeting, and I have no idea. I'm somewhere in Kansas City, but I don't know exactly where yet.
So the coffee shop is like it's a vinyl record spot, which is really cool. So it's within walking.
Meeting went great. It was actually a whole group of people from their cohort. So I met with Dan from Porterhouse KC, and they have like this new program that they're launching for people who want, who are in like their retail space, traditional retail space. Anyway, met with him, just saying hi, hadn't met him yet. And man, when I tell you, the people in Kansas City have been awesome. This community is really dope. The entrepreneurship scene in Kansas City is full of so many ambitious people who are willing to share and teach. So anyway, super excited. I am gonna head home. I have been in the lab finalizing everything. Let me share some clips. These are my product samples, specifically for bacteria testing. So far it's been a little over 24 hours. So if there is bacterial growth, it'll start looking like this. So this side would show growth of bacteria, and it would turn pink. Oh my gosh, so far it's literally perfect. So the testing process has begun. I'm super excited. Is it begun or began? I don't know. And yeah, like moving forward quickly. Currently at Target, and I need to transform my space from a purely production space to a manufacturing space. And so I have been in and out of Home Depot and Target and all the things, trying to create a space that makes sense to manufacture in. And now I just need a little cart. I have a cart, but now it's kind of become stationary in my closet. I need a smaller one so that I can bring it back and forth with the products that I'm using to create products specifically, so they can be separated out. Let's see if I can find it. I have a lot of options for stationary storage. Need something with wheels. Okay, so they have this that has wheels. Probably a little bit too much for my needs. I need something smaller. Oh, a little 3-tier cart. This might work. Oh, in white. Okay, so I did a browse on Amazon and I found the same thing for half the price. And because I'm on a budget, a business budget, I'm gonna go with Amazon, though I do love Target. Great morning, welcome to the car. So for my self-care activity this week, you may have heard about it if you are subscribed to the Someday newsletter. It's called Someday News, the Someday Sunday newsletter. And I mentioned that we're going to try something new. We're going to take an hour to one day out of the week and just do something that means self-care to us. And sometimes for me, that means getting dressed up, doing something cutesy. And sometimes it means literally no makeup, comfortable clothes, and just going to get my nails done. So I'm getting my nails done. Look at how long it's been. Look at the material. It's terrible. Okay, my feet done as well, and I get to sit back in this massage chair. It has been a journey finding the perfect nail salon, but I found it. Nails are done. I told them to cut them off because these 3 always break, and when they're not even, it bothers me. So they were actually pretty long before, but I just cut them. It's fine. They will grow back. Being in that massage chair is the best part. And then I get the salt scrub. No, it's a sugar scrub. They do like a massage. Of course, the pedicure, but they also do like hot towels. It's my favorite. And the scent I got was jasmine because I love jasmine. I needed that so much. Today's April 1st. It is raining outside. The lighting is terrible, but I am still in the research and development phase at the moment. I have one of my testers trying out a new formula. One of the newer ingredients is going to be hyaluronic acid, which you guys already know I love. I'm adding a couple more actives, and so I'm just having her try it. But the main problem right now is that I don't have the actual individual boxes yet. So you guys have been seeing gift boxes that I've been sending to my testers, but the actual like body cream having its own box to sit on a shelf, I don't have yet. So I am gonna just go get like kind of like a box that she, just a regular box, not branded or anything, so that I can ship her the tester. And I'm probably gonna get a few so that I can do that. And this is just all a part of it, right? This is all a part of it, as things get finalized, because I don't want to make boxes when the ingredients aren't finalized yet. So I'm seeing what works, what doesn't work, etc., etc. And so that's just where I'm at. It is raining at the time of filming this, and that's okay. That's okay. I love a rainy day to go get my nails done, and I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. All right, bye. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. None of these are really suitable in the way I want them to be. I'm back. It's raining, but on my way here, Jay hit me up and was like, hey babe, do you just want to like Postmates and get some wine? And I was like, bet. Yes. this is that kind of day. Rainy, nobody wants to cook. Have a little Moscato d'Asti because we like sweet, very sweet dessert wine. And I'm just gonna head out. I just want to check in with you guys. So because I don't have a box, I got this gift box, and then I'm just gonna ship it out. Probably I might put another box around it, just, you know, just so that I know it's safe. We are gonna relax tonight. Good morning, everyone. My necktie is looking crazy. I gotta fix myself up. I am headed to the Kauffman Foundation Center to have a talk where entrepreneurs and people of the community are going to be brainstorming ideas on how to help the entrepreneurship space grow, small businesses, all the things. And so it's going to be an interesting chat, because I really just want to understand the needs of the community, network with people that are in my vicinity, and yeah, I'm just here to learn and contribute where I can.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly, look in my eyes, don't let it fall.
I'm leaving the Kansas City Kauffman Foundation, and it was a great conversation. It was really just a brainstorming conversation about how to elevate entrepreneurs, give them resources and all the things in Kansas City and Kansas, of course. And it was a great opportunity to network, meet people. I've got my little name tag, LaToya Ebony Searles, Someday Sunday. And yeah, it was great. It was great. If you have not noticed, this entire month and a half has just been about understanding Kansas City, understanding the landscape, networking with like-minded people, getting to know other entrepreneurs. You know, this is the part of being a business owner, CEO, founder that is a part of the job, but so many of us are so, I guess, stuck in the business that we don't get to work on the business, as well as like networking with other people and finding those resources, because we're so involved in what we need to get done. And so I'm learning that, you know, over time, I'm definitely going to have to make sure that I make space for this, or, you know, hire people, outsource, so that I can delegate responsibilities and still be able to like expand and grow my business when the time comes. So it's an important lesson, and it's something that I feel like every year I understand more and more. So much of the success of a business is about the relationships that you make, the connections that you make, and also like your ability to give back to the community that you are involved in. And it's something that I think Kansas City seems to be pretty good at in terms of having resources available, but it is more about having the funding and the mentorship so that small businesses can elevate, right? Yeah, it's really cool that they're doing stuff like this. So I got to get back to the lab. I'm gonna head home. I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It's been an incredible journey, and there's still so much work to do. So I got to get back to work. Bye. Hey. So if you have been subscribed to my newsletter, I said that this week, especially until the next newsletter, I'm going to be taking an hour or two to myself to do something that brings me peace. And walking is that thing for me. I love walking.
Take a train ride just to see you. Ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.
for my commercial agency, Hallmark. So I'm heading in. Just left my agency. It's called Exposure Talent. It's one of the biggies here in Kansas City. And I had a meeting with a woman named Lori from Hallmark Casting, and it went really well. Super easy. She had me do like an improv scene, and it was like the easiest thing. I thought I was gonna have like actual lines. It was just improv, and yeah, very, very, very nice, very sweet people. I feel like God has just been like putting like amazing, sweet people in my path, and I love that because I'm all about the sugar. Give me the sugar, okay? Hold the tea because I don't need it. My son had got me so sick. I am recovering, and this is a cute little outfit I wore today. Okay, I'm gonna go home. This entire vlog is all about meetings on meetings, and really me flexing the muscle of being in community with people that I don't know. As an entrepreneur, it's so important to network. When they say your network is your net worth, I am just now discovering what that means. The amount of information, sharing, opportunities that you can get just by knowing the right people is really like 50% of it, and then you just have to back it up with good stuff and be like a decent human being, you know what I mean? Or do you? I don't know. Anyway, I'm headed home. Da Vinci has a birthday gift for his teacher.
Because, I love her so much.
And you're going to say, I love you so much. That's what you wrote in the card, right?
I know.
Those are so pretty. I think she's going to be really happy.
I found a poisonous plant here.
Oh, you're talking about the poison ivy you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's not poisonous. It's just flowers.
The red in the middle.
Yeah. Say bye.
Bye.
Hey y'all, I just left a meeting and I really feel the grace of God on my life with Someday Sunday. Like I do. Ever since I have been stepping out on faith, God has been literally dropping people into my life to help. I'm gonna try not to get like too emotional. Like I don't know where anything is headed or anything. And one thing I'm learning is that I have to be flexible with this journey, because I'm definitely a planner. But oh God, it's so good. Oh my God. So since making the decision that I'm gonna start Someday Sunday, right? I hadn't even registered the business at this point. My husband's like, look, you should apply to Pipeline Entrepreneurs. And I stalled, you guys. I was like, I don't think I'm ready. I get it. I do the application. I interview. I get in. Boom. Then I'm like having the opportunity to connect with so many people because this person knows that person and how like willing and open everyone has been to like share their knowledge. And it's just, I'm not, like, I can't take the credit. Like, I'm doing the follow through, but God has just been dropping people, connectors into my life. And I'm so grateful. Wow. Like, as I'm going through this process, all I'm thinking is like, I hope that one day I have the opportunity to give back. Like, I try to give back to the people that give to me, obviously, but like, okay. That being said, I'm gonna put that to the side for a second. I am still in the process of changing my studio space into a manufacturing space for Someday Sunday, because as it stands right now, I'm gonna be manufacturing everything myself until I can get a manufacturer, and you know, and until it all makes sense. But okay. I gotta go. I'm rambling. Love the truck. Opening his third restaurant. I have a meeting with a fragrance house today.